Okay, we're going to go ahead and get started so that way we have lots of time in our teams. Carrie's not here. She tested for COVID. She hasn't found out if she's positive yet or not. And Will sent Don and I a message yesterday that he tested positive for COVID. So we're doing multiple roles today. So just welcome everyone. Prayer, I did not ask. Would anybody like to lead us in prayer? Great, thank you, Gary.
Let's pray. Father in heaven, thank you for all you do for us. Thank you, Lord, for this club and for every member. Father, just help us to do things in the community. Father, may they know we're here and may we help them. Thank you for the food. May it be nourishment to our bodies. Watch over us and keep us. In your son's name I pray. Amen. We'll do the other part.
If you'd like to, go ahead.
Okay. Let's do the pledge of allegiance.
I guess we'll have to do it on the screen. I didn't get it out.
I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And I will say this, when I joined Rotary 100 years ago, that's why I joined. Because we say the pledge and the prayers mean a lot to me. It's an honor that we get to do this. Before we test, the 4 things that we say, think, say, and do. First,
is it true?
Second,
is it fair to all concerned?
Third,
will it build goodwill and better friendship? Will it be beneficial to all concerned? Great. Thank you, Gary. So real quickly, our announcements. We have a board meeting today after today's meeting. Is the mic working? No. Okay. We have a board meeting today. I tried turning it up. Don't forget to invite friends to our meetings. The scholarship application period is open. We have emailed all the schools and school counselors, so hopefully those start coming in. That deadline's March 10th. The Paul Harris Foundation dinner is Tuesday, April 11th. Greg, do you want to say anything on that? Greg, you want to say anything on the foundation dinner? Do you want to say anything on the foundation dinner?
People give that together to celebrate the host and community art club to the Rotary Foundation by giving them their Paul Harris Fellow pen. Newest.
Ah, did you get it?
District Governor. Be very committee leader of the whole. And we've got a special guest lined up. But we're going to have some fun that always in the night where we celebrate. It's not really a fundraiser, although we raise a little bit, that'd be wonderful. It's more of a celebration of us. Chance for us to have a meeting outside this room. Bring our spouses, or their friends and parents, or their friends and children, or whoever you want to share Rotary with. Good night to do that. So we'll be sending out mails here in the next few weeks. There'll be a link for you to register. You have to do this before that night. There won't be any money fee that night. The cost will be $50 per person. You'll have an option on 50 or 1 or 2 on. Pretty much covered.
Yep. Thank you, Greg. Okay, I think Neville got the mic working. Just a reminder, save the dates. May 4th, we are doing an online fundraiser with Panda Express. Flyers will go out with that information. Anyone from anywhere that has a Panda Express in their community can order all across the US and will benefit from proceeds from that. Teacher of the Year celebration, Monday, March 27th. We're going to do a special kind of community service day at the Miracle League Fields on Saturday, May 13th. There'll be individuals from the Nexall Foundation talking to us on that Monday, and then we're going to go do a service project up there. And the golf outing date's set for October 6th, and the clay shoot is June 10th, and that's a go, Peter just said. Awesome. Don't forget to be tied your community rewards to the Rotary. And if you do have that, before you go shopping online or go out to restaurants, go pick up a gift card at Kroger and then use it, because then we receive money from that purchase that you made. So like right now I have an eBay's item sitting in my cart, and I'm going to stop at Kroger and pick up the money for an eBay gift card. District 6740 Conference, April 20th and 29th. That is in Pikeville. And I just learned about this, and I've been in Rotary how many years? There's lots of training opportunities for Rotary just to learn more about it. DACDB, there are classes, if you look in the calendar on there, every Tuesday afternoon there's one just to learn about how to use DACDB. And then there's lots of them on My Rotary too, especially for all the different officer positions. Do we have any happy dollars today? Anyone? Once? Okay, Greg. Yeah. We're here for the month of March, and we got for the same price as the small house, so, which is good. Okay, now we're going to break into our groups. You have on your tables who your team lead is for the different teams, who the members are, because people kept, I know the last time it was like, what club am I on? So I went ahead and put it on the sheets. And what that team is responsible for. We'll work until, I would say, let's say like 12:50, and then we'll have 10 minutes of quick sharing out. Okay? Hi, Barb. Barb, none of your team is here. None of your team is here, so. You're over there, Dwayne.
I'm here.
You're with.
Okay, all right. I thought my ears were burning.
Hey, Ed, which team do you want to be on?
Wherever team you want. This one.
This is the Rotary awareness, so it's creating more awareness about Rotary. Here's what, that's what we do. Spread the love, sharing the information on social media and stuff.
I'm a social media.
I know you are, so you can do that. Tagging people, inviting people.
You're up
See,
on this
we have a
big
guest
screen there.
speaker. Tap them on the shoulder and say, yes, and then full.
Yeah.
Wait,
And inviting people to the club meetings. Yeah,
I love it.
You need that.
we need somebody to take pictures.
You know,
Because
I'm a knight. That's from me out to that.
okay, okay.
Julia, Sean isn't there?
You've done for the last several years.
Neville and I, he does the newsletter.
Pat's
I've done the
there.
other
He's
stuff.
on my
Now we do
team.
have a new person, Will Baker, who I love. And he is a video production guy. So he has taken over doing the meetings, but he's set.
I understand.
You weren't
Julia.
assigned to a team, so I signed you to ours.
I was drafted.
You were drafted.
All right.
There was like 4 or 5 people not assigned to committees. So last night I went through and assigned people.
All right.
Oh,
Julia. Hello.
Oh yeah, Ed, when you're here, if you want to take pictures, that'd be awesome.
Oh, yeah. I can do that.
Julia,
I'm trying to think.
Come on in.
I forget which team he's on.
I'm not sure, Blair, which team you're on here.
I forget.
We just met since you're late, you're not.
Oh, no, he's on that one.
Yes.
Okay.
Not at church.
Oh,
you can put yours here.
Oh, is Blair on this one? Which one is Blair on?
You want to get down?
No. I
Okay.
tried to get you a couple
That's
more.
why Rotary.
As each Rotary, you give $100.
Oh, Blair's over here. You're over here with Greg.
How you doing, Gary? Hey, Don.
No, I just can't get anyone. Julia. Yes. Hello. Well, Pat Rafferty's on my team. I saw him.
Hold on.
And is
I'm trying to figure out where I'm hearing you at. Okay, there you are. Okay, go ahead.
so Pat's on my team and Sean was supposed to be there today. Is he not there?
No, he sent an email. Was having like some back or knee pain or something.
Okay. Well, Pat's on my team. Rafferty.
Where is, he's not here. I thought he was here. Oh,
He was.
He's sitting with Greg and them because there's nobody else that's on your team here.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I'm in
So-
California, so
Yeah, yeah. Well, and I guess Dennis is babysitting his grandbabies.
yeah, Dennis told me he wasn't gonna be there. So,
Yeah.
okay. Well, I guess I'll
Okay.
sign off then. All
Okay.
right.
Okay,
Bye.
thanks. Barb.
Okay. So we do once. So this is. Then. Okay. Doesn't matter. Yeah. Foundation. Yeah.
And,
Color.
Okay, so we're gonna come back together and have our team report out, share outs. Look like a lot of really good discussion going on, so that's good. So we're gonna go in order, but reverse order, because it's number one always goes first. So we're gonna start with number 7. If they would like to report out. 7. Don, is that you? Team number 7 is gonna report out first. We're going reverse order. Can everybody hear him, or you want them to go up front?
I'll talk loud. Yes.
Great. That way
Oh.
it picks up online.
Okay, thank you. So team 7, our biggest challenge is to get speakers every week, and sometimes it's a challenge, sometimes it's not. Sometimes we're booked too far out, which we'll talk about later. But members are Jacob Brooks, Gary Moore, and Marcus Zillman. Marcus has helped. He's gotten a lot of speakers for us. I think Jordan Turner's on there too. But anyway, coordinates a day in Frankfurt. We just did that. If there's anyone here that was on that trip, come see me. I've got some pictures. And in our, oh, where'd he go? Our esteemed senator helped us out down there, and we had a great time. Hopefully we'll get many more next year. Speaker schedule, we work on that. What we try to do with speakers, and tell me if we're messing up here, because what we try to do is get a variety. I mean, we're going to have politicians one week, we might have a toy maker the next week, we might have somebody from a nonprofit the next week. Education is always a big draw. So we really try to spread it out. Like next week, we have our Kentucky Attorney General coming, Daniel Cameron. And I understand, well, I've heard him speak before. He's a dynamic speaker. I'm really anxious to hear that. So spread the word that he'll be here. Let's see, what else do we do here? Coordinating a lot of different things. I think, you know, there's a few things we could do a little bit better. Sends follow-up thank you notes and things. I think we've kind of let that drop a little bit, but we need to get on that. But if there's anyone that has suggestions for speakers or just suggestions in general, we're, more than willing to listen to that. So I don't want to take everybody else's time.
Who was team 6? You're 5. Oh, okay. 6 was it? 6 is next generations, and that's most of the people weren't here for that. So on to 5. Great. It's just so it picks up on.
Okay, so international team, we've got 3 main projects we do during the year. One is the Paul Harris Dinner. We've already talked about that a little bit. One is the Every Rotarian Every Year campaign. Now that's where Rotary International asks all of its members to give back to Rotary with a minimum of $100 per year to the Rotary Foundation. And this year they've added another request to do $30 per year specifically to Polio Plus. Our club has always done a wonderful job with that. We've got several of our members who are in the Paul Harris Society, so they give $1,000 a year, and that covers some of us that don't give as much. And so getting the $100 per capita for our club has always gone very well. On the Polio Plus, the $30 is a new ask. This year, our club will meet that, I'm pretty sure. If it looks like we're not going to, then I'll be up here asking to see your wallets. Last year, we ended with 22 cases of polio in the world, almost all of them in Pakistan. It's kind of early this year to tell what we're doing, but we are making progress. We have hiccups along the way. The polio that you heard about in England and in Israel was not wild polio. It was the kind that's contracted by a non-vaccinated person from someone who was vaccinated, but had a mutated virus in their body. It was not going to make the carrier sick because they'd been vaccinated, but those around that had not been vaccinated are still susceptible. Once we get everybody vaccinated, especially the children, then that mutated virus is not really much of a problem anymore. So that's where we're at now with that. The other thing that we think about on our committee is World Polio Day, which is in October every year. And then November is on the calendar, the Foundation Month for Rotary. So that's when you see us talk about giving to the foundation, and we stand up and we give a little review of what's being accomplished in the foundation. I want you to know that this year, our district has received a lot of money from the foundation. When we had the floods down in Eastern Kentucky, Rotary jumped into action pretty quickly. Our district, Governor Seema, applied for an emergency Rotary grant. She got it. That was 50 grand. She put the appeal out to all our clubs. Most clubs gave money. A lot of individual Rotarians gave money. And she got money from Rotarians all across the country, mainly because she had contacts from going through all the training to be the district governor. In the end, we raised about $350,000. And almost all of that has been distributed already. There was no reason to keep it in a bank. It was used to provide immediate needs with food, clothing, shelter. But we were also able to partner with a pre-manufactured home company, and they knocked the price of their homes way down. We put in 19 grand per home. They put in 19 grand per home. And I think we bought 15 houses and provided those to the people in the area. So it's been very successful, something that our district and all Rotarians can be proud of. So that's what we do. And we were talking a little bit about Don maybe getting with you and working on getting some more speakers from the international area, maybe some of the chambers of commerce in Cincinnati that are specifically for Spain or France or Germany. But that's it. Thank you.
Okay, 4, membership over here.
Now the chairman of the membership committee, and that's what happens when you don't show up. Thank you. This is one area we definitely need to do some work on. And we had an open house last year and it was very successful. So we definitely want to do another open house. And the format, and we had this whole room completely full of people, but for some reason we weren't able to follow up with people and recruit them as new members. So we got to do a better job with that. One of the things we definitely need to do better with is selling of Rotary. And it's amazing, when I was president, you go to some of these district conferences and you're like, oh, Rotary does that? I didn't know that. Rotary. And we got to put together maybe a one-page sheet of here's all the benefits of your membership. And I'm so encouraged to see our new member, Will. He has just dove in with both feet. He's done the leadership classes already, taken over with Julia. So those are the kind of people that we need to recruit, that are looking for, and especially young people that are looking to put stuff on the resume. And we've got all of those leadership classes for them. One of the things that we did 2 years ago that I definitely want to do again, Greg, if you're open to it, we'd love to have that fall picnic out at your farm again. I thought it was great how we got Rotary and their families together, and it was just such a great Sunday afternoon. Okay, it's down. One of the things we did previous year was the Christmas party. And we've had Christmas parties in the past, but they weren't well attended. We had Gary Greiser did his own concert for the Christmas, our members. And unfortunately, it wasn't very well attended, but it was one of the best Christmas concerts I think I've ever been to. Just hearing Gary sing one-on-one, which was just phenomenal. And we definitely want to work on, working with DAC DB. And we got to do a better job of having visitors sign in, then follow up. One of the things that we did in the past was the committee would, if somebody would miss more than 2 meetings in a row, our committee would call them, say, hey, we just want to touch base. Where are you? We want to make sure nothing's going on. We'd love to get you back at the next meeting. So we definitely got to do a lot of work here, and looking forward to it. Thank you.
Rotary Awareness, AKA PR.
Well, the only thing we have on our team, everything is highly structured. It's already automatic, thanks to Julia. We've got a team, we've got people in place in the form of interns. They write articles, they send out PR about programs coming up. So the only thing we would really like to appeal is, if you see a program you really like, please link it to your Facebook page or anything like that. Copy and paste, use the hashtag FLORO, FLORO, and that's going to link back to us. And we also want to be the most popular team, so we concede our time.
Okay, team 2.
Yeah, I think so. Okay, team 2. So we're the resources and fundraising team. So a couple things. The Christmas concert, that's our team. This year, Gary has informed me that half of the proceeds are going to be donated to our club for, operations. We do have a couple of other fundraising ideas that we're going to jump into, and I think this is the first time the whole club has heard about it. I just recently applied for a Trash for Cash activity through the county. Basically what we can do is we can clean trash from the roadside. We make $100 a mile doing it. I've committed 15 people to this endeavor. My immediate family, which is 5, has volunteered to help. So we would just need 10 more Rotarians in some combination. So the date that I went for was that April 19th or 20th. So we have to kind of bid for it, is the way it works. Yeah, it's a Saturday. Yeah. Okay, maybe it's
Yeah, the day that I went for it, the 22nd, April 22nd was the date that I originally bid for. So hopefully I got it in on the day that applications opened. Hopefully we're the first one in the door. They, clear us all the way. I did have to put in some dates that we would absolutely not work. So the clay shoot, Derby Day, stuff like that. And then we also have an opportunity to work concessions at Reds and Bengals games. And Dave Wolfer has gotten us into an opportunity where we can do the concession stands at the Taylor Swift concert. So this, we can make up to $150 per Rotarian that volunteers. I'm not sure if that's immediately paid out or if we wait, a couple weeks or whatever for that. But, we get enough Rotarians there, we can make $2,000, $3,000 in one night. So that's a real big one. We talked about the clay shoot, and then we're still sort of looking for opportunities to establish an annual signature event. I know we talked about night at the races, and that got kind of shot down. So we're kind of back to the drawing board there. But I'm very optimistic about the future funding of the club with all the things that we've got in the works. So we just got to get the Rotarians that want to roll up their sleeves and get to work. So I think it's just a matter of selecting a date and doing it. There's some that I don't know. Yeah, that. Yeah, there's a training involved, and they budget a certain amount of cups and hot dogs, and you got to account for every, you break a hot dog, you got to write that down. It's really pretty intense, but yeah. Anyway, so I don't know if I doubt contracts have been signed at this point, but they sounded like they were really excited about the opportunity for us to help. So. Dave Wolfer, I think, was really kind of spearheading it. He couldn't make it today, but yeah. So anyway, yeah.
Okay, and then, Gary. Number one.
Team number one, community engagement and honors. Coming up, I think it's the 27th of the last 27th of this month is Teacher of the Year. And that's always been probably our largest attended meeting that we have. And as it really helps get out what Rotary is all about, because a lot of this gets posted on all the schools' Facebook pages, and it's become a real just a good event for Rotary. And yes, I saw that on Facebook. Yeah. Citizen of the Year, and when is Citizen? I can't. Okay. Yeah, and some of these things are in the future, but Steinford Toy Drive's always been successful. And if we were talking about, if it of any company that wants to have a community event, it's such a great thing that all the employees really get involved in, and it's a no-brainer for us. We just drop off some boxes and pick up toys, and it's just a great little thing. And some of the companies that have really bought into this, it's become part of their culture. It's become part of their St. Eve, Florence. I mean, they load us up with 15 boxes of toys. But they have everybody. It's a whole team involved, and they have a helicopter flying with Santa Claus, and the Florence EMS shows up. And I mean, it's a big deal. And Best Way Disposal makes it. I mean, anyway. I would recommend, if you know someone who would want a corporation who would want some kind of a community event, and that's an easy one to do. Annual golf outing, first responders recognition, organized Memorial Day with City of Florence and veterans, Boone County Fair coordinating that, and is coordinating the opportunities for members to serve our community, coordinates and promotes the tracking of time on FCDB, which probably we need to do a better job. Yeah, yeah. So.
Okay, so I think we have run out of time. But thank you guys, everybody. And I encourage your teams to not just wait for these quarterly assemblies. Try to schedule, even on Zoom, a monthly meeting so that way projects can keep going and we don't lose momentum. So that's it.